This week, Rhea and I are visiting Adrenaline Mountain, which is an extreme entertainment complex that allows you to drive the big machinery with an intent to destroy.
Then we're joining up with the Lone Peak 4x4 Club as we show off another beautiful full-size trail that features some amazing petroglyphs in 9 Mile Canyon.
Finally, Reese Stein is joining up with the DWR to talk about Quagga mussel and how they've discovered a new tool to help stop the spread. At Your Leisure is next. Today I settle the score with the world. Hi everybody, welcome to At Your Leisure. I'm Chad Booth and we are at Adrenaline Mountain, appropriately named.
Absolutely. What are you going to do in this thing?
Well, Miss Rhea Rossi Booth, I am going to have a PT Cruiser pancake for breakfast.
All right, crush it.
All right. Yeah! I think that this is less expensive and more therapeutic than 10 shrinks to the visit, 10 visits to the shrink.
We are a 400-acre adrenaline amusement park, and we started out with shooting. We've been a shooting range since 2012, and when we shut down for the pandemic, we decided that we wanted to expand into an adrenaline amusement park, add a bunch of other attractions such as off-road tours, crush a car with an excavator, dig with heavy equipment. We also have drive a monster truck.
Okay, I'm so excited. They're letting me drive the big guns, which is the monster truck, which is the longest truck in the world, monster truck. Okay, the longest.
They feel like a kid in a candy store. And they're like, oh, I want to do this and I want to do that. And they look at the signs that we have of all the different activities and they're like, oh, I want to crush a car, I want to blow up a car, because you can blow up a car here as well.
What I love the most about being out here is that you can get so much done in one day. A lot of people come here from out of town or on their trips. This is their vacation and they have basically one day. They want to get as much done as possible.
When you see that reaction, and you see that they get to experience these different things, you're like, this is awesome. It brings a good feeling to me and the whole team here.
This is definitely not your typical Vegas trip. This is something new and just adventurous.
All right. How was it?
It was
Welcome
awesome.
back to Earth.
Oh my gosh, that does. It feels like you're on Mars, crawling over the,
How was the ride?
Oh, it was awesome. It was bouncy, but it was really fun. We felt totally secure. Mitch was amazing. I mean, he was a great little instructor. Perfect.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah. It was, how about you?
Well, that thing looks really cool and smooth and floaty when you're on the outside.
Yep.
It's a bouncy ride on the inside, but it was pretty cool. I really wanted to just run over something.
Oh, did you?
No, just rocks.
You got to have your faculties about you when you drive these things. You can have to be spaced out.
That is probably, well, short of a semi, that's
Yeah.
the biggest thing I've ever driven.
Right on.
Yeah. Okay, well, we've got the driving big stuff done. What's next?
I say we blow something up.
All right, well, let's go to our where to first.
The Western United States, a place blessed with rich history, especially here in Utah. The land is covered with evidence of prehistoric life and markers left behind by ancient indigenous peoples. The story of American pioneers looking to settle this massive landscape is also told through items slowly being reclaimed by Mother Nature. There's a place that exists and tells humanity's history in the West in an elegant and beautiful scene just north of Price. And if you don't already know it, it's called 9 Mile Canyon.
Well, first of all, 9 Mile Canyon is classically known has the world's longest art gallery because of the concentration of pre-Columbian rock art.
According to Ed, most of these panels were etched and painted by the Fremont people and possibly date back as old as 500 AD. 40 miles worth of pictographs and petroglyphs stir a multitude of emotions. Amazement, laughter, and curiosity are all felt en masse while viewing these inspiring works. Some residents of the canyon, like Ben Mead, have been lucky enough to admire these creations for their entire lives.
When I was old enough to get away from mom and dad and get on my horse and go, I'd go to 9 Mile and spend my summers. You know, one of them wannabe cowboys. I loved the canyon. I loved to see where the Indians lived, and we spent time hunting arrowheads and whatnot too when we was kids. And then just the rock formations and being out here, I still enjoy.
Ben's unparalleled tenure in the canyon has made him an expert authority on the recent history and locations of historical sites. Because of this, he's a major consultant on the definitive guide to 9 Mile Canyon, written by none other than Ed Helmick himself.
Well, you know, the canyon has become a passion for me, and I enjoy sharing my passion. We worked with a number of old-timers to prepare this book, and they give us a lot of insight into finding things as well as the history.
Included in the guide are mile marker indications which will show you where exactly to look for each site, as well as notes on the historical context of each spot. With so many pieces of the canyon to discover, one could spend a lifetime searching, but if you only have a few days, 9 Mile Ranch can accommodate that.
Ben Mead here at 9 Mile Canyon Ranch has a neat little campground and bread and breakfast and so forth, and he does a good job of touring people around also. So in our book we refer to this as base camp, and it's a good place to start.
Even if you have only a few hours to spend exploring 9 Mile Canyon, one thing is guaranteed. You'll have a blast with everyone you go with.
You can see single little pictographs or, you know, whole panels of them. And they're not all just the same longhorn sheep or some stick figure man. There's all kinds of different pictures, owls, buffaloes. I think it's a beaver, but they say it's an owl. Looks like a beaver.
No matter who you go with, make sure you have Ed's book handy, as it will elevate your experience tenfold. Shoot him an email and get a copy and see exactly what has roused so many people into an obsession with the history lying deep within 9 Mile Canyon. For At Your Leisure and this week's Where To, I'm Nick Chase.
Tickaboo stands alone in the desert, an oasis to those who seek adventure. Ride straight from the parking lot to the open desert. When I say open, I mean wide open. Visit outsiders.zone for 360-degree trail tours, or tickaboo.com to book your next adventure.
Safety tips with Steve.
Today we're going to talk about off-camber riding. Off-camber riding is the most likely place when people will roll over an ATV. Position your body on the uphill side of the machine. Even if your tires come off the ground, keep your body weight on the uphill side of the machine. This will help keep you from rolling over.
Safety tips with Steve.
At Stedman's Recreation, trucks are arriving daily with back-ordered side-by-sides, ATVs, and dirt bikes. Let Stedman's Recreation help get you outside so you can explore and create memories to last a lifetime. Call or stop by Stedman's to hold your side-by-side, ATV, or dirt bike with a small deposit. Yamaha, Honda, Polaris, and Beta. Plus, Stedman's has a full service department and Honda power equipment.
Stedman's Recreation in Tooele. You may think it's 300 miles out here, but remember, it's only 30 miles back.
welcome back to At Your Leisure, everybody. I'm Scott Huntsman. I'm at my two-neck shop here in South Jordan, Utah. This is what's new this week. We're gonna do a little side-by-side comparison of 3 different onboard air compressors that we use. I brought Ruby Red. I've got my own compressor. I've got my good buddy Keith with the Bad Influence Jeep. He has one as well, and then we have one more portable solution that you just put into the back of the Jeep. We're gonna kind of run them through a pace, test them side by side, talk about the advantages and disadvantages. Let's go from there. Let's take a look at what we're gonna do. Okay guys, first off, my own Jeep Rubicon. This Warren power plant winch that we installed, this is a combination. It's not only a 12,000 pound winch, but it also has a built-in air compressor with a small reservoir built in under this great assembly here that keeps it protected and keeps it very weatherproof. It comes with this great coiled up air hose. Simply plug it in and I've got air at my fingertips. Then you simply take your controller right here, plug it in. I have a switch that will let me turn the compressor on, and now I'm ready to air up. Okay, so I'm gonna do the comparison now. I'm starting at 12.5 and I'm gonna air it up to 30 pounds. Shay here's gonna be my timekeeper, and she's gonna tell me how long it takes to go from 12.5 up to 30 pounds. You ready, Shay? Okay, on your mark and set, go. Okay, there's 30. Time. 1 minute, 39 seconds. We went from 12.5 PSI to 30 PSI on a 37-inch tire. That's not bad. All right, guys, so now we're at the Bad Influence. This is our friends Keith and Lynn's. This is their Jeep. What we've installed in his is this nice ARB twin compressor system. Now, he also has a fitting here that he can connect a hose to out the passenger side door, but I say let's put this to the test and let's see what kind of air up we get with the 37-inch tire using this ARB system. Shay, are you ready? Okay, on your mark and set, go. Okay, there's 30. Minute and 42 seconds. They literally were, what does that equate to? 3 seconds apart between the Warren and this ARB system. So it's got great capability, and he can utilize it for all his onboard controls as well. All right, guys, last one we're gonna use in the comparison of the 3. Viair makes very small handheld compressors. This one, this 300P, is a completely portable unit, just connects to an external power source, like the battery right here under the hood. It came with a great carrying bag, has its own coiled hose and gauge, and we're gonna do our same test with it, and let's see how long it takes to go from 12.5 up to 30 pounds on a 37-inch tire. 1, 2, 3, here we go. Okay, there's 30. What's our time? 3 minutes. Hey, that's not bad. This is a little tiny compressor with very little CFM. Now this thing will make up to 150 pounds of pressure, which you can use intermittently. You can run up to 100 pounds easily with it. So it's not a bad little unit, it's pretty tough. All right guys, hey, that wraps up the review of all 3 of those samples of different compressors. We obviously use them all the time when we're off-road. Hopefully you found that helpful. Now remember, you can also purchase any of those here at my shop in Tunex, South Jordan or West Valley. We have access to all of that, and we can install them for you as well. I'm Scott Huntsman at my Tunex shop. More at your leisure in a moment.
Dear Diary, we went camping for our vacation on Tusher Lake. We did so many fun things. I learned something on this trip. Camping on Tusher Lake is way more fun than any old mouse in an amusement park.
System overload. Seek nature. Seek adventure. Juab County. The perfect place to unplug. OHV is the only way. See for yourself at outsiders.zone.
Where in the world is Joseph? Oh, you know, it's the place that has the best burgers in Sevier County. A campground where you can ride straight to the Paiute Trail from town. OHV access to Fremont State Indian Park. Are you serious? You've never stopped in Joseph? You are missing out.
The Old West is still alive in Juab County. Stories of the past are hidden in the desert mountains. From relics of mining history to places of outlaw mystery, tall tales to be discovered, and buried treasure to be uncovered. Juab, the key county of Utah.
Okay, now we're talking turkey. Welcome back to At Your Leisure. We are down here at Adrenaline Mountain with Eric. What's on the menu for guns today? What flavors?
We have to see how you feel. Do you feel like the Terminator?
Yeah, that's right.
In Terminator 1 or Terminator 2 or 3?
Oh, yeah.
Or if you want to channel your Scarface, and say hello to my little friend.
Uh-huh.
Or your Al Capone, your Elliot Ness, yeah. You can have the, or if you want to go big, you can go Rambo.
Oh yeah.
So, lots of different choices here.
There are. Now this is fun. Tell us a little bit how the system works there.
So what we do is we have game packages. We have 3-gun, 6-gun, 9-gun, 12-gun. You basically just tell us how many guns you want to shoot. There's a package for it, and then you get to choose from about 80 different guns. We tie all the guns in with movies, as you saw earlier, and that really helps non-gun people choose what kind of guns they want to shoot. And then we, once they make a decision on their guns, we get them in here. This is the full auto station. We have rifle and handgun. We have rifle and shotgun. We have handgun next door, and then sniper. And people move from station to station, kind of like Disneyland, and at their leisure, and they shoot the guns that they chose.
All right. Well, what was the biggest package?
We actually have a beast mode package, about 2,500, and the high rollers like to add that one, but then they add on blow up a car for $2,000.
Why not?
So yeah,
I mean, you just can't have enough fun here.
Exactly. That's after they flew in on a helicopter and landed here.
Let's shoot. Let's shoot.
All right, let's get it going.
All right.
Rhea was successful. She hit the mountain.
That literally took my breath away. That is unbelievable. That is like out of this world. We're gonna blow those orange bags up, dude, and you and I are gonna figure out which one hit it first, and it's gonna be me.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be.
No,
it'll definitely be me.
No.
No, it's gonna be me.
All right, we'll see.
Yeah, because
Put your money where your mouth is,
I
mister.
know how you are with guns. You're like Jill St. John in Diamonds Are Forever.
Look at that! That was freaking awesome! I got it! I hit it first time! First time I blew it up! Do not mess with me.
I take back half the bad things I've said about you, hon.
Now you know what good aim I am.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I thought I was right on it, but no, I wasn't. I need a rematch. 2, 1.
The scope and everything. I mean, you talk about a tactical sniper rifle right here. I could do this for a living. I could.
Obviously, she could.
Yeah, I think I could. I could work for Secret Service.
I'm speechless, but you know what? She deserves her moment to show off her real skill. That's a man's woman right there.
All right, I'm gonna go blow another one of these orange bags up, but you can go to Along the Way.
This tank is very simple and very efficient. It's basically a giant hot water bath for a boat.
This 40-foot long by 14-foot wide tank will kill all quagga mussels that may have attached themselves to a boat.
Quagga mussels are a big concern for Utah, specifically because they clog up water infrastructure and water delivery systems.
Quagga mussels showed up in Lake Powell in 2013. They cling to anything, clog pipes, and damage the mechanics which deliver water to the public. And they don't do boats any good either.
The mussel incrustation on the bottoms of those, it's pretty significant, and it's a nightmare in terms of maintenance.
But the real nightmare is the fear that mussels will spread from Lake Powell to Utah's trout waters. Currently, wildlife officers spray boats coming out of Powell with hot water and flush out all intake systems to kill any mussels. It's a labor-intensive and time-consuming effort.
It was almost a guessing game as to what we would need once every boat shows up.
While waiting in a long line to be sprayed, Garrett Atwood and Jonas Hyga thought there must be a better way. They developed this boat bath as a faster and more efficient method of decontaminating boats of all shapes and sizes. Water heated to 110 degrees kills mussels inside and out in seconds. The entire process takes about 5 minutes, not the 45 minutes the spray method now takes. This first tank and pump house, propane heater, and filter cost $800,000 and is headed for Utah's State Line Marina.
At State Line, so that's a great place to start, make sure this technology works, and then we hope to have one at Bullfrog, a few along the Wasatch Front in the next few years if the support is there. We've had our hands full of Lake Powell for a number of years now, and we're really excited we have a new tool in our toolbox now.
Reistein at your leisure, along the way.
Oh, there's a lot of beautiful country. The white ledges you can see behind us are always beautiful, and we've run into some red ledges also. Every weekend in Kanab, when the weather's decent, we're loaded with ATVs and UTVs and everything to go out. It's a lot better if you go with a guide. These guides know what's there to see. If you just come out on your own, you're going to miss a lot of stuff.
Hey honey, have you seen this tire? Do you think we'll make it?
Not on that thing.
Don't let bad tires ruin your trip. With service stations at every location along I-15, we can get you back on the road with fast, friendly, professional service. Eagles Landing has everything you need along the way. Even the things you didn't know you'd need. Get ready for the road at Eagles Landing.
Make Marysvale your hub for adventure. Nestled in the Tusher Mountains with direct access to the Bayou Trail. Explore history from Miners Park to Butch Cassidy's cabin, while blazing trails from mountain peaks to the shores of Otter Creek.
Welcome back to At Your Leisure. We're on our Adrenaline Mountain adventure, but you know, if you get overloaded on adrenaline, there's something else you can do nearby.
Yeah, we're in this cute little town of Good Springs,
yeah.
And this little cafe, or Pioneer Saloon, this is like one of the oldest saloons, I think, in the country.
Yes, it's third oldest in the country, oldest in Clark County or something like that.
Right, and they have delicious drinks and steaks, and everybody comes here to chill out after their adventures.
Yeah.
But if you want a little bit more family friendly,
you can check out something a little more modern, like this travel plaza that's right at the exit before you head up to Adrenaline Mountain. Now this is a great place because it's the most family-friendly thing I've ever seen. They got all kinds of old collector cars, race cars, planes hanging from the seat, real planes.
it's totally fun to bring the kids in there. There's a big candy store in there, and then they have White Castle hamburgers, which are delicious. They're called sliders.
Oh yeah, yum,
Great
yum,
place.
yum.
Yeah.
Anyway, right now it's time for us to move on to this week's business. Let's check it out.
Next week, Kevin and Gina are joining UTV Utah on the Eureka Ore Bus Ride, which is a beautiful trek from 5 Mile Pass to the mining town of Eureka.
Then, Reese Stein is taking a trip to Rockport as he joins the DWR to help them stock the reservoir with salmon. That's right, kokanee salmon.
Now let's take a look at our contest winner.
This week's contest winner is David Rubinger, who submitted this picture to us on Facebook.
Congratulations, David. It looks like you're the lucky winner of an outdoor stove from Camp Chef. Camp Chef offers the best way to get your cooking done in the outdoors. Visit campchef.com for more details.
And it looks like you're also going to win a bonus $100 gas and gift card from the folks at Eagles Landing, which is the best place to fuel up on your next adventure. Eagles Landing, with you for the long haul.
Well, next week's show looks great.
Well, do I look great?
Yeah.
This is not Ghostbusters. There's nothing cold gonna get sucked up. There's something hot gonna come out.
It's a freaking flamethrower. These guys know how to have fun.
So we're going to end our show today first by thanking Eric and Adrenaline Mountain. If you want to find out about it, adrenalinemountain.com. Thanks so much. What a genius idea you had to come up with this. This is great. I mean, this has just been fun. We want to be on the mailing list for new adventures.
Absolutely. And I want to thank Mitch, our guide today. He's been amazing. He took us on all these wonderful adventures. You all just got to get yourselves out here and blow some stuff up.
It definitely has to be Black Ops.
Yeah.
So we're going to go out in a flame of glory. Remember, there's adventure around every bend, and there's several bends here because there are several adventures.
That's right. You just got to get out there and create your own adventure. At your leisure.
All right, let's do this.
We need to get a couple s'mores and some hot dogs going.